Join me as I dive deep into the meaning of no peace for the wicked and see if I can uncover why it's more of a promise than a threat. The phrase no peace for the wicked is one that's often tossed around in various contexts, from religious sermons to motivational speeches. But what does it really mean, and how have we come to interpret it? One common misconception is that this phrase serves as a threat, a warning to those who don't conform to certain standards of behavior. This perspective suggests that if you don't shape up, you'll face some kind of divine retribution or, at the very least, a life of unending turmoil. But is that really the essence of this phrase? I think there's more to it than that. When we view no peace for the wicked as a threat, we miss the bigger picture. We start to see it as a tool for manipulation, rather than a guiding principle for living a virtuous life. We assume that the primary goal is to avoid punishment, rather than striving for personal growth and self-improvement. But what if this phrase is actually telling us something more profound? Take a step back and consider the context in which this phrase is often used. In many religious traditions, it's employed to convey the idea that wrongdoing will ultimately be met with consequences. But rather than fearing those consequences, shouldn't we be focusing on the underlying message, that our actions have repercussions, and that living a life of integrity is essential for finding true peace? When we delve into the historical and literary origins of the phrase, we find that it's rooted in a deeper understanding of justice and morality. In biblical texts, for example, it's often used to describe the fate of those who exploit the vulnerable or perpetuate injustice. The phrase serves as a reminder that there's a higher power at work, one that seeks to restore balance and harmony to the world. The more I explore the historical context of no peace for the wicked, the more I realize that it's not just a warning, it's a promise. A promise that the universe will correct the imbalances, that justice will ultimately prevail, and that those who have committed wrongdoing will face the consequences of their actions. In many ways, this phrase is a beacon of hope for those who feel troubled, who see injustice and feel helpless. It's a reminder that the universe is not indifferent to our suffering, that there's a greater plan at work. And when we understand no peace for the wicked as a promise rather than a threat, we begin to see the world in a different light. As we've journeyed through the complexities of this phrase, I hope you've come to see it in a new light. It's not just a tool for manipulation or control, it's a promise of justice, of resolution, and of the importance of moral choices. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this phrase in the comments below. If you're interested in exploring more themes like this, be sure to check out my next video.